What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Today's video, we will be pulling some sacred shards and primal shards. I actually got two more primal shards in this video. So as you guys may know, I pulled all my primal shards yesterday. We got pretty deep in the champion chase. So deep that now we are considering finishing off the champion chase to get this big rock. So I did pull a bunch of mystery shards because I am working on the anniversary path. It's a training event. So I've been training up, pulling mystery shards, grinding up food to get some points in that anniversary event. And that leads me down to 7,500 points. We just claimed the mythical book. Now, it's worthwhile, I think, for my account, being an endgame account, to finish off this champion chase for 2,500 points just to get this big rock. These big rocks are very inaccessible and they offer one of the biggest power boosts for a late game account, especially if you hold these big rocks for the boosted rate events that seem to be happening a bit more regularly. So I think at this stage in my account, personally, I will finish off this champion chase for 2,500 points. Now, there's not really super great events going on with the champion chase. There is 3 hours left on the 2x boost for the sacred shards. Now, sacred shards are generally best valued for summon rush events, but champion chase, they're not particularly good, even with the 2x boost on them. I have 33 right now, which is plenty for a fusion, Titan event, for example. So I have more than enough. And I think in the position that I'm in for this account, it's probably better to pull, some shards that are worth more points as opposed to just grinding out mystery shards, because I don't think I can grind out, 2,500 points worth of mystery shards in 2.5 days. The other option is to pull ancient shards. Of course, there's no boost right now for ancient shards, but the ancient shards are just more accessible. They're easier to get, of course, but they're just not worth that much. So it means I need to pull quite a lot of them. Both shard types, ancient and sacred shard, I'm basically my mercy just started, so there's no real benefit to pulling either one. But at least right now, the sacred shard does have boosted rate, so it is 12%. So the odds of me getting something, impactful, probably goes up, of course, as opposed to just pulling rares and maybe some occasional epics from the ancient shard. So I think I'm going to gamble here with some sacred shards. Worst case scenario, I have to pull 10 sacred shards. That's the absolute worst. However, I do have 2 primal shards ready to go. So I got 1 primal shard from the anniversary event. So I grinded training to get that primal shard. And then I collected one of my live arena chests today. And then I got 100 quartz. So I got 2 primal shards, so we got 2 more cracks at 1% shot at the mythical champion. Now, if you guys watched my previous video on my primal shard pull, I definitely recommend you guys check it out. It is a marathon pull session, 2 hours of pulls for everybody in the community. And of course, I pulled my first mythical champion from a shard ever, and it took me almost 21 months to do so, which is absolutely insane. But you guys can check that out. I won't spoil it for you guys. Here we go. Let's start off with pulling the primal shard first. We got 2 of them, and then we'll figure out how many sacred shards we need to pull right after. If we pull some epics from the primal, that's really good. And then we can alleviate some pressure from the sacred shards. So hopefully we get something. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. We got 2 shots here at the red. We got a blue to start, which is really, really bad. And then our last primal shard here for this 2x event, boosted odds and all. Another blue. Definitely super painful stuff when you pull blue from those primal shards. We do have another day or so on the boost, so maybe I can find one somewhere, but it's very unlikely that I'm going to have enough for another primal shard. So that's going to be it for my primal shard event. Fully done in its entirety now. Let's just double check the champion chase points so I know exactly how many sacred shards I need to pull. I'm at 7598. So I need, roughly, I need 10. The worst case scenario, 10 epics. If I pull legendary, then that's 1 less shard. So let's go. We got a boosted 12% odds here. No progressive or anything like that. So it's total crapshoot. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's get something good. Let's get something nice. Feels bad, right? Feels bad. Not really coming out too much to show for it for the weekend. We did pull our first mythical and I think 1 legendary from the primal shards, but honestly not too much happening from these shards or phrase. I mean, epics, you know, they're coming back, right? Epics are coming back for hard faction wars. Empowerment is going to be important, giving you extra boosted stats and all that to go through some of those waves, those harder levels. Okay, so still 12%. Some of these epics are just not even worth empowering, to be honest, or not worth using. I think we're halfway through. Torture Helm, great. This is the only one I have on my account, and I wanted to do a video on this, so stay tuned for some of that. We're going to do this. We're going to probably make a video on this Torture Helm around the Sand Devil there, so stay tuned for some of that. Halfway through the Sacred Shards here. Hopefully we get a Lego. Lego means we save 1 Sacred Shard. All right, come on. Still nothing. Feels pretty bad here, especially on boosted rates and all that. Let's see. Come on. Not my day. Not my day, guys. Elijah, we got 2 more and we're done. We might as well just finish it with mystery shards at this point. We did get the Lego here at the end. We got a Cupidus. Cupidus is a fine champion. He's got the AoE big smack here. He's got the AoE HP burns, which is really good for hard faction wars because there is an HP burn level, so he's good for that. He has a self buff, increase attack, single target smack, and he has a really strong passive here with Venus. So with Venus, he always will counterattack with his A1, which can be very, very strong. I do have a Cupidus on his account, so this will be a duplicate Cupidus. Most likely just filling out our faction guardians, which is fine, but our faction guardians is already full and is my 3rd Cupidus, so absolutely no use to me. And it was my last Sacred Shard of the poll session, which means my Mercy does not get any help. So my Mercy actually basically went back to 0. I was hoping that we can pull legendary early, and then, you know, if we don't pull legendary, then we just build up our Mercy, but in this case we don't. So we pulled 9 Sacred Shards to finish off the big rock here. Of course, the big rock is very, very expensive, but it has to be done since we're so close to it. Honestly, at this point, I would probably consider like +1ing the Cupidus just to give him some extra attack. But yeah, we'll have to think about that a little bit here. We don't have... It probably could be a candidate for a +1, I think. That's going to leave us with 24 Sacred Shards remaining going into the fusion, which I think is more than enough. And of course, we do have most likely a event for the fusions 5-star soul, probably in a Titan event, I would imagine. So probably some shard pull events in that Titan event as well. Now, for the most part, I haven't been spending much Sacred Shards. I only spent 2 Sacred Shards in the last, I think, 2 fusions. The last 2 fusions, I've only spent a total of 2 Sacred Shards. I've been basically saving up since the Fabian Titan event, or the Hero's Path for Fabian's Soul. That was the last time I pulled Sacred Shards. And then since then, I've only pulled 2 Sacred Shards. So today I pulled 9, so that's 11. But otherwise, I've just been saving it up. So definitely things can be done without having to pull, you know, Sacred Shards for the last 2 months. But as you can clearly see, I have enough shards to not really worry too much about summon events. And of course, all these shards are gotten from the clan boss and various events throughout the game. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. That wraps up our 2x Primal Shard event, as well as the boosted rate Sacred Shard event. So both events basically are done for us. We're not going to be able to pick up another Primal Shard within the next day and 2 hours. And the double chance Sacred Shard event has ended will end in 2.5 hours, but we're not going to pull any more. Very lackluster for this event. I mean, only 12% chance at pulling the Lego from the Sacred Shard. You're basically still expecting an epic most of the time. So a little bit unfortunate we didn't get a little bit more gold, but it is what it is. It's all expected. The big prize was the big rock at the top of the champion chase anyways. So we gotta be happy with that. Anyways, guys, the new week is starting. We'll be back tomorrow with some more news and more videos. And of course, the fusion is happening on Thursday, so stay tuned for all of that, all the content for that. Let me know if you guys pulled anything cool from the 2x Sacred Shard event this weekend. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate your time as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one.